All right, one last check to make sure it's working. Mine's good.
Mine is also okay.
Yeah, yours is good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, what's up, everybody? You have me. I'm Phil. We've got Damo, who is back. He's the other
Hello,
host.
everyone.
You're listening to Why the Tech Podcast. Yeah, if I had a sponsor right now, this is exactly where I'd be putting it.
Hashtag looking for a sponsor.
Yeah. So, if you're willing to, do something, give us some like free chips or something. Yeah, we'll gladly. Yeah.
Yep. Put your name on the slot.
Yes.
So, what's been happening in the last couple of weeks, Phil?
Okay.
There's been a heap of news happening,
It's
right?
a lot of news. Everybody's been talking about the new NVIDIA series that's coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yes, but there's actually been some even bigger news that everyone is talking about.
What is everyone talking about?
So that is the official death of Internet Explorer.
Oh my god!
So
yes!
There is a timeline on the death of Internet Explorer.
Why did... This is the stupidest... It's like... Okay. You asked me what news is up.
Yeah, I reeled you in with that, didn't I?
Screw the 30 series. We're going.
No. Everyone is talking about Internet Explorer dying. So
yeah.
Microsoft have officially given a timeline for the death of Internet Explorer, or when they will stop supporting it in their apps. So this is very exciting. Very exciting.
Very, very exciting indeed.
So exciting that I derailed the show. So now continue with the topic that you were going to talk about.
Nah, we're going with the Internet Explorer. You've derailed it. We'll talk about that later. That's just, screw the 30 series. That's not important. We can talk about the death of the worst browser in history.
So you say worst browser in history, and you're right. But if you have a look at where Internet Explorer came from and all the features that it stole from Netscape, it actually pushed the internet forward more than you can possibly imagine.
Say that to every time I tried to download Google Chrome, and it like took me 3 hours to get Google Chrome. Yes.
Well, there's your first problem, right? You should just use Internet Explorer.
I always used to use Internet Explorer, but then Google Chrome just ran everything better every time I used it. I didn't know back when the internet was a thing, and I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know that it ate up the RAM of the computer. That didn't matter to me.
Yep.
I didn't...
And nowadays it really doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it's even better
because you have so
much RAM.
But yeah, so they're going to stop supporting Internet Explorer in things like Microsoft Teams and even Office 365. Microsoft Teams is stopping support in November this year. And Office 365 stops in August next year. So at that point, we don't have to worry about Internet Explorer at all when we're developing for the web, which is amazing.
It's fantastic.
Because I'm not sure if you've tried.
I've never tried
anything that I've done. Any of the websites that I work on in Internet Explorer.
What's it like working with Internet Explorer?
I've recently had this problem where a website I've been working on crashes the browser when you open it. So I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. You go to the website, the browser crashes.
I like that.
You have to go to the task manager and kill it.
I like that a lot.
So you can only imagine like the dev life cycle that I go through to try and fix this kind of problem. So I make a change in the code, build it, open Internet Explorer, open the site, the browser crashes.
I just like the fact that
close the task, make a change, build, open the browser, open the site, it crashes again. Go through that whole process.
I just love the fact that you have to deal with a problem that should never be a problem.
Yeah.
When you run something, it shouldn't crash the thing that it's trying to run on.
Yeah. There should be like a sandbox in there so that, web pages can't affect the browser on that level.
While true, don't crash.
Yeah. I mean, if going to crash, don't.
Yes.
And anyway, so yeah, I saw this news and I got super excited. I know it's not for another like year, But it's great to see that, we can stop that at some point.
I will tell you that some websites have already stopped utilizing Internet Explorer, and it's when I use it for my workplace, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it means that it's forcing them all away from that terrible, terrible browser that is so slow.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like, they know it was a problem.
Yeah.
So the new versions of Edge actually run the Chromium engine, which is the same thing as what Chrome runs anyway.
Yep. Okay. Oh, did you get that off your chest? Do you feel better?
I do, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me have my moment.
This is your therapy session? Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what were you going to say? What's the bigger news that you think you have?
It's not as big as... Nothing is as big as that. I can't believe that you've hid that from me for this long. I can't believe I haven't heard of it.
Yep.
All right, the 30 series. The 30 series has been announced by NVIDIA, and let's just talk about what everyone else is talking about. It's about 15,000 times better than its previous series of the 20 cards. The 2080 Ti is about on par with the 3070, all that stupid crap.
Yeah, 30 teraflops or something.
I don't know, something about flopping all over the place and like getting everyone wet. Everyone's wet for it at the moment.
Yeah, it does sound pretty awesome, and it's meant to be out in a couple of weeks, which is pretty exciting.
That is amazing. How the hell did they keep that from everybody for so long? How?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's only, got everybody talking right now, and how good it is. I'm surprised it wasn't leaked. They must have really stamped on the cocks of all those people that
threatened death.
Yeah. they must have squeezed some balls somewhere, because to make it as private as it was until they announced it is a good achievement indeed.
Yeah, well, I mean, a few things leaked like the day before the announcement, but that is still pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. Okay, now here's what gets my
blood pumping.
Yeah,
fist in the air.
Why are they going from 10 to 20 to 30? Are they going to go after the 90 series? Are they going to go to the 5 digits and then go
that's
101?
That's a really good question, because was it probably 10 years ago, they had this same problem where they had 3-digit numbers, and then they went to 4-digit numbers, and then they went back to 3-digit numbers.
Yes.
So now we're going to 4-digit numbers, and they're just jumping up in thousands now instead
Exactly. It's not generation, 10, then 11. They're going from generation 10 to 20. That's what they're saying to people. It should be this should be the 13 whatever, right? 1390.
Yeah. But 1390 doesn't sound anywhere as cool as 3090.
Is that the reason why? Because it sounds cooler?
That doesn't actually sound cooler.
It doesn't sound cooler. It's their numbers.
Yeah.
You want a cool number? 69. The 69 series.
Yeah.
That's a cool... No, it's very immature.
How can you top that, though?
You don't top that. You don't... What, 69?
Yeah.
I don't know. 96s? I don't know. The 96 series?
Back to back. Oh, man.
So, the 30 series, its naming convention is extremely illogical, I think is the word.
Yeah,
unless someone could explain it to me. I'm cool if someone explains it to me. I'll take any explanation. Alien conspiracy, I don't care.
Even then, it won't make sense, because naming things in tech is apparently hard.
Yeah. Wait, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has terrible names for everything.
I thought Android's a pretty good name, because it's like a machine.
Yeah, but they're versioning.
Was it a fruit or something?
Desserts.
Yes. Yeah, desserts.
Donut, eclair, finger bread. I don't know what the F one is.
Finger bread?
Gummy bears. What was F? I don't know. Anyway, tangent. But yeah, naming things seems to be hard at that kind of massive enterprise tech level.
Because, okay, so they got the 3080 3080, say, and then they got the 3080 Ti.
Yep.
Ti makes sense because it's titanium version.
Yeah.
I understand that. But the 3080, I know that the 3070 is better than the 3080 is better than the 3070 because it's a bigger number.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's just the series of numbers put together, it doesn't make sense.
And we see it time and time again. Like, for instance, the Apple iPhones, did they skip 9? Yeah, they skipped 9.
Yeah, they skipped a whole number, didn't they?
Yeah, they went from 8 to X.
The new Androids, they skipped from like 10 to 20.
Samsungs?
Yeah, Samsungs.
Yes.
The Samsungs, yes.
Because they knew their naming was terrible, and now they're going to name it after years instead of
see,
random numbers.
that makes sense.
But like, yeah, Huawei did the same thing. They went from like a Mate 8, Mate 9, Mate 10, Mate 20, Mate 30.
I still call them Hawaii. Is that bad?
At least it's not racist.
Is it meant to be racist? What?
No, that's a good thing.
I always read it as Hawaii, and I'm like, and then I got told it's Hawaii, and then I'm like, okay, I can't say that word, so I'm never gonna say that. I'm just gonna call it Hawaii.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, so like, lots of companies do it for some reason, and like, you know, Microsoft Windows, they missed 9. They went from 8 to 8.1 to 10.
I remember that. I think 8.1 was meant to be 9, and it's just like, well, didn't they go from like, and then went to words, Vista. They went from numbers to words.
Well, yeah, they went from years to numbers to words, back to numbers, and then skipped a number. Like,
please.
And then, like, Xbox?
Xbox is the worst culprit. Ugh. They went from, like, going to a full circle to just 1.
Yeah. It went, Xbox 360, 1, 1X, Series X.
It's the same one.
What's next? 1 Series X? I don't know. Series 2.
Xbox 99.
Ooh.
Random number.
Ooh, have that retro aspect. I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're super off topic. Is there anything you actually want to talk about with the 30 series?
Wait, what? No, that was it. Why talk about the things everyone else is talking? I don't care about that. It's better. I'm gonna buy one. I'm already gonna buy one. Like, they've already sold me with, you know, the 3070 is just as good as a 2080 Ti. I'm so happy I didn't buy a 20 series card.
Yep.
I was like, I was looking at the 20 series cards when they came out. I'm like, I just can't invest that much money when I've already got a 1080 Ti, and it is just on par with the 2080, and I'm happy with that. I just don't get, you know, special rays.
Yeah, ray tracing.
I got no tracing of rays.
Although
you
can actually turn it on for your card as well.
What?
It's just not as good.
No, I wouldn't want to anyway. Like, I have enough trouble like just running games at Ultra at the moment. So yeah, with the 1080 Ti.
Hashtag first world problems.
Yeah, not right. This is a tech podcast. You are allowed to have tech problems, Amo. This is normal. I'm allowed to have these problems.
Yep. Fair enough. Okay. Moving right along.
Okay. We got time for one more big news story, or you can go on to your crappy gadgets.
Well, I kind of have one that's a combination of the two.
All right, let's go.
So, yeah. Come with me on a journey. So you got a new phone recently.
I did.
But it's already obsolete, as you well know.
Yep.
Because phones move ridiculously fast.
It's already, yes. I knew it was obsolete by the time I got it, yes.
Yeah, so, and it probably has, like, you know, the last couple of years, I guess the trend has been to have the, what's it called? The notch, where the camera and stuff is on the front screen.
Yes.
So it takes a bit of a chunk out of your screen to have your little camera and that kind of thing in it.
Like, yes, I see it on my phone right now.
Yep. So, Xiaomi have taken that to the next level.
Okay.
And completely removed the notch and put the camera under the screen.
Okay.
So the entire front of the phone is a screen, and the camera is underneath it.
You're going to have to vamp for a little bit so I can take this in and see what I think about it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
They put it under the screen.
Yeah. So,
what does this mean for phones? Is it a good or a bad thing? What are people saying about it?
I don't know. It's good because it removes the notch. Like, it means you can have a full screen phone and still have a front-facing camera.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't take... So the phone that I've got right now is full face. So it can use the full face as its full screen, right? But it just has that little circle where the front camera is. It's still annoying,
Yeah.
but it's still like a full screen.
So they've completely taken that out. There's no like little part where there is no screen just to fit the camera. It is just a full screen.
Okay, here's where I would be impressed. So cameras have a sensor that light hits, and that's what takes the picture, right?
Yep.
And then it like shuts, and then that's the picture that it sees.
Yep.
My question is, how big is the sensor underneath the screen, and how much light would need to hit it so that it could get enough light? Because, there's a whole lot of elements between it and the sensor. So like the screen, the touch element, and the lens itself, and then the shutter itself, because it needs a shutter.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself, how much light does it need? It doesn't. Okay, so there's a good chance that I'm going to cut right here so we can research this, because that's what gets me. Like, normal display area, yeah, it's underneath. Oh, is it the size of a camera at the top?
Yeah, so it's the same sort of size as your front-facing camera.
Okay.
But they've just, developed a screen that can go over the top of it and deactivate when you need to use the camera.
So it appears... No, okay, so normal under-display camera, Xiaomi's 3rd generation under-display camera. Can you go scroll down? I want... Okay, so these are the times where I'm like, I want to test this.
Yeah.
I want to test this. And, I can't make a decision on this because I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, well, it hasn't actually been released yet. They've just announced that this will be in their flagship for 2021.
Exactly. Okay, I would want to test this to see how it would go, because the amount of things that they would need to think about when it comes to taking this picture, especially when you've got like light already outside, like beaming out to the person.
Mm. Well, and that's probably why when you're using the camera, it disables that part of the screen. So like it won't show anything on that part of the screen, and you'll effectively have a notch when you're using the camera. But when you're not using the camera, it'll be just disappear.
That would be so cool to test.
Yeah. I'd love to see if it affects the photo quality at all.
That's what I want to see.
But yeah, I absolutely love this idea, because
I love it.
My phone, and I think probably yours, have like the under-screen fingerprint sensor.
It does.
And that just works great.
Oh,
it's
amazing.
You don't have to like have a separate bit anywhere on the phone just for fingerprints. It's all built into the screen.
One thing I love about my phone is that, because my old phone had it on the back and that was really annoying and didn't work very well.
Yeah.
This one works perfectly.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, you don't have to see it or anything.
Yeah.
But it's still there and you can use it.
Exactly.
So yeah, under-screen technology is very exciting.
I like it. All right. Speaking of weird ideas like that, it's time to go on with your research on really terrible ideas.
All right.
Damo's terrible tech corner.
You may want to take a drink, or make sure you're sitting down for this.
Okay.
Because you're absolutely going to love it and hate it.
I'm already sitting down and I can't be bothered getting a drink.
I went to show it, but I'm going to talk to you a bit about it first before I show it.
Okay.
Just so you're not distracted.
All right, backstory.
Okay, so we're both gamers. We literally just talked about a upcoming graphics card.
Yes.
We both have water-cooled PCs.
Yes, I do.
And we love getting into that kind of stuff.
I do, yes.
So this gadget takes that to the next level.
Okay.
And puts water cooling into your mobile phone.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is...
I like this. It came up in my feed as an ad on AliExpress. I don't know what they think they know about me. But I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, Phil will hate that.
I hate it.
I'm putting it on the
passion.
show.
I hate it so much. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is there is a case for a phone. Attached to that case is like a bit where water goes through. It has 2 nozzles that go into a pump and reservoir that are not attached to the phone itself, but by water-cooled piping. Okay, I hate it. I hate it so much. Who the hell needs to water cool their phone? You don't need that.
No, real gamers on the mobile phones, man. It's a thing.
No.
Look at this. Look how comfortable that is.
No phone. Okay, They have never designed a phone, even Razer's phone, right? For gamers. You can't design a phone for gamers. The elements are too small. It heats up too quickly. Yes, and
This solves the problem.
you don't. But then don't get a fucking phone. Get a fucking computer. Get a fucking computer.
Okay,
And
so
then-
what really gets me, like, there's a couple of things about this that
I'm about to throw my fucking chair through the
Yeah,
wall.
I know. Just chill. So one thing that gets me about this, like, the whole idea of mobile gaming is mobile, right?
Yes.
This basically tethers you to a water bottle,
Yes!
effectively, so you can't move while playing.
You can take it with you.
The other thing that really gets me, and I absolutely love this, I'm not sure if you've seen some of the writing on this page,
No, I
but
haven't.
it says, the phone is not hot, eating chicken is easier.
The phone is not stuck. The king, easy to eat chicken.
Yeah. That's just like icing on the cake for me, but yes, it is hilarious.
I am so angry because, like, a mobile phone is not a gaming device, right? It is not a gaming device. It is it's a phone. That's why they call it a mobile phone. They call it a cell phone because it's the size of a cell and it is a phone. It is not it's not a console. You want to design something? You can do this with a Switch. A Switch.
Yeah, see, that would have been much
Yes.
better. You know, water cooling Switch.
Yeah, water cooling
which
Switch.
they probably have, but, you know, it wouldn't get the same reaction from you.
No, I would be like, okay, that's alright, because it's a console, it does get hot, and it is designed for gaming,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
prolonged periods of time. Wait, go back up to the bit with the this one here, the wireless selfie. Oh no, it's for the store, okay.
It's a different product.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I absolutely love the wording on this. Like, the phone is not hot, eating chicken is easier.
The phone is not stuck, the king, easy to eat chicken.
I mean, that's probably how it came across my feed anyway. They're like, he has a phone, he eats chicken. Done.
Look, I'm so infuriated because it's like, as you said, it's a mobile phone. You're meant to take it with you, right?
Yeah. And this is
Tablets are meant to be taken with you, things like that. When you start doing things like water-cooled freaking phone case, it's literally like, it looks like an aquarium. The reservoir here is bigger than the reservoir in my computer.
yeah, and it's actually bigger than the phone as well.
It's way bigger than the phone, and the phone is huge. Unless there must be a baby holding that, or it's a massive. It's like a tablet.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. So they got cool. Okay. So they put two pictures up, and the thing is, the background has exactly the same frame, but different numbers on the thermometer, and the thermometer looks like an air conditioning control. What is wrong after using refrigeration? It's not a refrigerator. What? Are you putting your phone in a fridge? It literally says underneath the picture.
Yep.
After refrigeration.
Yep, that's it.
You've ruined my day.
Yep, I love it.
You've ruined my day.
So anyway, I'm probably going to order you one, just for fun.
I will say though, I do like the I would use the bits of the piping maybe for something else. Like, I don't know, freaking water cooled water cool my freaking mixer or some shit.
Yeah, yep. Just water cool your mic, man. So I can keep up with the shit that you talk.
I'm gonna water cool my drone. So it stays in the...
Yeah. That'll be fine. Like, you fly it a meter off the ground and that's it.
Yeah. It takes a reservoir with it. You know that, right? It just flying reservoir.
Yep. Good stuff.
Oh, that is the stupidest thing. There's a lot of things we've seen.
I literally saw that the day after we recorded the last episode, and I was like, oh my god, we need this in the next episode. And I've struggled not telling anyone about it just because it's so amazing.
Okay, do you know the automatic ear cleaner that we got?
Yes,
we saw last week. Last episode is a better product than what you've just shown me.
Yes. And funnily enough, after reviewing that, my ears were super dirty. And I'm like, damn, I could have used that. Hashtag looking for a sponsor.
Okay. Have you got one more?
I've got one more. Yes.
Got one more?
Okay. So, everyone loves the idea of throwing the internet into everyday appliances.
Yes, I know that.
We've seen smart fridges. Well, this is a smart farm fridge.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait. No.
Yeah, yep. So, basically, LG have this herb fridge. It's basically a, full-size indoor herb farm inside this fridge cabinet.
Now, this is an amazing idea.
Yeah, right?
That is incredible. Because everybody, it's a new fad at the moment. Growing your own produce so that you can become, okay, air quotes, self-sufficient in your own house.
Yeah, and it being in lockdown, this kind of thing will be amazing.
It would be. There's only one problem. The device is too big.
It is huge.
It's massive.
I mean, it's a fridge plus another fridge plus and then a fridge in the middle.
Yes, I think it's a freezer. So there's a fridge, another fridge, and a freezer.
So this thing takes up a whole wall of your house.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has shelves in it to put your herbs. All the hydroponics and regulated temperature and water already inbuilt.
I actually really love the idea. See, that sounds like an amazing idea for a coding project or something, having to automatically take care of a herb garden like that. And it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So it's called the LG Harvester. And they exhibit it at CES in January.
I really like it, and it's just that it's a genius idea for a market that is looking to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, and
environmentally.
I think this is probably just the first step to that.
Yeah.
This is almost commercial level. But if after this comes out, they'll probably start trying to make it smaller and smaller and more customer friendly.
And then they come with more ideas. Now, if you're listening to this, LG, this is something you can research into. Turning your pee into water. Because you got the fruit and the veggies and the herbs coming right now. You're doing that. And then you got to think about the water. If you do that, then suddenly, sky's the limit.
Hook that up. Just cut yourself off from the grid completely.
Yep. And then you're going to have a fridge that makes you meat.
Get some. All right, I didn't expect that one. How do you get meat from pee?
I don't know. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. I meant a fridge. A fridge that just you got a fridge that makes your fruit and veggies and the herbs. And
okay. The next level. Yeah. Growing meat
Stem inside a fridge.
Yep. Okay.
And then you're making new wine in the fridge.
Yeah. Yep.
You'll just have fridges.
You won't have any walls in your house. It'll just be fridges.
Yeah. You don't buy bricks. You buy fridges, and then you attach those to your house all the way around.
Yep.
Each of those make a separate thing. You open one up, pull out your suit.
Yeah, I mean we've all played The Sims and made suits, fridge rooms.
Fridge rooms, And did it work?
Oh no!
It didn't.
The Sims get in there and just trying to open every fridge, and then die because there's nothing to eat.
Because I have no money. Because you bought fridges.
There's nothing in the fridge. Yeah.
You bought all the fridges, so they can't afford the food.
Yep.
Okay, I will admit that this is actually a really good idea. This is not a stupid idea. This is terrible for this segment.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but I mean, I kind of had to bring you back after that last one.
I know. It's you've evened it out.
Yeah, and this is actually a really good idea that I like, and I'm interested to see where it goes from here.
I'll never buy one.
I think if they can make it because this one, it's the size of a fridge. If they can do one that's just one of those trays self-sufficient,
yes,
that's probably a much lower barrier to entry.
Yeah.
And that it'll give you something to kind of play with and test it out before you invest thousands of dollars into a fridge that you may not actually use.
I really like that. Yeah, it's like
Yep.
it's not about it's the size. It's the size is just the only reason why I wouldn't buy it is because the size is just nobody has a notch in their kitchen that is that big. I mean,
I would love to have a notch in my kitchen that big because it means I have a massive freaking kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, this looks like the size of the wall that's inside my house, right? Like, it looks like the size of the wall that we're in the room we're in right now.
Yeah, it's as big as the wardrobe in this bedroom.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, and it's just unrealistic.
Yeah. But yeah, if they can make it like the size of one of those kind of shelves in that,
agreed,
and it has the same sort of functionality, like automatic temperature control, automatic watering, I'll be right on it.
Yeah, like I would, not just for herbs, like fruit and vegetables and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, those ones will probably have to be a bit bigger.
Exactly.
Which is why they're looking at herbs. But like, yeah.
Why not have a separate fridge that goes into like your garage or something? Or goes into a separate room where if you need something, you go and get it.
Yeah, instead of joining it onto the current fridge.
You don't bring your greenhouse into the house. Your greenhouse is outside the house.
Does that just make it a green?
Greenhouse, like the fridge. Make it the green. What?
That's terrible.
What are you doing? What? I didn't even get it.
If you bring the greenhouse into the house, it makes it a green.
It's a green room. For all the celebrity fruits.
All right, I'm done. Let's see you later. That's all we have time for, folks.
Speaking of terrible jokes, this is the end of the show. We need an outro. I need an actual legit outro. Okay. Thank you for listening. If you like what you're listening to, please subscribe. We'll come out with episodes every so often, hopefully more consistent now. We're changing it up. We're not going for whole hour episodes. We'll go 30 minutes, 30-minute episodes, because it sounds like the feedback that I've been getting is it's a little bit too long, and we're going to go for a little bit shorter, and
hopefully more often.
Yes, because of that, we're going to be able to get more episodes out. That's the goal of this. More content, more for you guys to listen to, more terrible tech, like stupid water-cooled phones. I'm so angry at that.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yep. Make sure you don't bring your greenhouse into the house so it turns into a green. Have a good day. Goodbye.